How has it been outside Parliament and outside, let's say, formal setup in government since the 2013 election?
Well, it's different in a way, and for me it's also a breath of fresh air, because it allows me to look at things from a completely different perspective, you know. When you're in government, you may get conditioned to always thinking that you have to defend the government. But when you're outside, you also see different perspectives.
When I sat down for an interview with the former Deputy Prime Minister late 2016, Mudavadi told me his journey for the ultimate prize was still on track despite the 2013 stumble.
In Kenya, I can tell you that you don't go on the ballot on the first day and assume that you'll win it on that day. It takes maybe a second or third challenge for you to get there.
But others believe that Mudavadi has been asleep politically and is yet to gather sufficient political capital to help him launch a stronger bid to unseat President Uhuru Kenyatta come August. In fact, they say he has been sitting on the sidelines, watching as things unfold in Western region. Political analysts are of the view, however, that Mudavadi's elevation to Luhya spokesman could give him some political stamina. But that depends on the steps he will take after Saturday's blessings.
There's an element of legitimacy already. And if you are not going to buy into this, then you are likely to become politically irrelevant.
Will he take this as a season for political harvest? Will he reinvent himself and shed off his laid-back style of politics? Mudavadi joined politics at the age of 29 when he successfully contested for the Sabatia parliamentary seat in a by-election following the demise of his father, Moses Mudavadi, who was the constituency's longest-serving MP. In December 2012, the ANC leader appeared destined for the house on the hill. Jubilee's Uhuru Kenyatta reportedly had agreed to step down for him. In my interview with Mudavadi late last year, the man who served under the Moi and Kibaki regimes relieved the events of what he terms as political betrayal.
They came to me, and they're the ones who came with the proposition and said that they believe I'm the better candidate, I'm better placed, and they wanted to work with me. And a memorandum of understanding was executed. That is a fact. They said that they are going to be, the president now would pull out of the race and so forth. Then they reneged. I did not renege on anything.
Mudavadi soldiered on only to come a distant third in 2013, a race that was won by President Uhuru Kenyatta. In 2002, Mudavadi was initially among the KANU rebels who had protested the decision by retired President Daniel Arap Moi to handpick Uhuru Kenyatta as his preferred successor.
Thank you.
But he did a roundabout and was named Uhuru's running mate.
I had not yet announced the formal exit from KANU. Let's bear that in mind. And secondly, my association then with the retired president, the long family ties that existed, were a serious factor in me making my decision at that time.
The former Sabatia MP was branded a traitor, experiencing a backlash back home to the extent of losing his parliamentary seat to Moses Akaranga, who rode on the NAC wave of change. After spending time in political oblivion, Mudavadi ditched KANU for Raila Odinga's LDP, and in 2005, he teamed up with the Orange side that successfully campaigned against the Wako draft of the Constitution. In 2007, Mudavadi was Raila Odinga's running mate for the presidential ticket under ODM. and after the 2008 post-election violence that followed the disputed presidential polls, Mudavadi was appointed Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Local Government. Mudavadi now feels it's time to climb up the political ladder.
Do you feel 2017 will be a big shot for you at the presidency?
Yes, this is a serious undertaking, my brother. It is a very serious undertaking. It has to be taken seriously. It needs a lot of talking. You need to lobby. You need to create friends. You need to reach out to your competitors.
Recently, Mudavadi has been vocal against the Jubilee administration on matters corruption and election preparedness, while championing for a unified opposition under the National Super Alliance banner, NASA. Has the ANC leader changed gloves for the 2017 political battle? Analysts say now he has to prove to all in Western Kenya and Kenya at large that he is a new man and ride high, but like a humble king.
The burden of that responsibility rests first and foremost with Musalia Mudavadi himself.
2017 is fast approaching, and indeed for Mudavadi, the clock is ticking. Enock Sikolia, NTV.